Well, good day, my friends. It's your old pal, Jordan the Lion. How are you all doing today? We are coming up upon the end of the year, and I'm doing great today. I hope you've had a great holiday season. Hope you've enjoyed your Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's coming up, all that stuff. I thought it would be fun today to show you some of the things that I got for Christmas. Just kind of a Christmas haul, Christmas unboxing. I've already opened them, so I've already seen them, but I'll share them with you guys just because I know some people like to see, you know, what people got for Christmas. So mainly I got t-shirts and I'll tell you why. For one thing, for the last year and a half, 2 years, I've had a subscription to the Pro Wrestling Crate and the AEW Wrestling Crate, which are both wrestling monthly boxes that come with 2 t-shirts. So over the last 2 years, I have an exorbitant amount of wrestling t-shirts and just about nothing else. So this holiday season, went ahead and took care of that. I went on TeePublic and found a bunch of things that I thought would be fun to wear for the upcoming year. So I just figured I'd share them with you. So the first thing I'm going to show you is actually what I got from my Secret Santa, where I was celebrating. Instead of everybody getting each person a gift, it just gets so expensive that everybody just decides to do a Secret Santa where we draw names around Thanksgiving and, you know, then you get who you get and you buy them a present. Well, this year, the person that got me a reissue, and I'm super happy about this. It is the band Built to Spill, which I love. And this is one of their earliest albums, if not the first. It's called There's Nothing Wrong with Love. And it has the song Big Dipper. And what I love about this is it's actually signed. Doug, the singer of the band, the guy who writes all the music, even though he spells it kind of weird, he signed it D-U-G. So that's really cool, actually, because that is a legendary indie rock album, and I've never been able to get it on vinyl. I think, in fact, I read that it's been out of print for like 20 years. So this is the first time it's been in print in 2 decades. And someone was nice enough to get me a Doug March signed copy of it. So that was a big thrill for me, actually. I love most everything Built Spill's ever done, and that's actually one of the albums I've never owned on CD or anything, so I've actually only heard Big Dipper and maybe one other song. So now we'll get into the shirts. I got 7 amazing shirts, so I will share them with you. The first one is, you guys might recognize this guy. Yes, Harvey Korman. I got a Harvey Korman Blazing Saddle shirt with a little bit of writing underneath it. The Headley Lamar. Headley. So the shirt actually says on it, says, Headley Lamar, my mind is a raging torrent flooded with rivulets of thought, cascading into a waterfall of creative alternatives. So I've always wanted a shirt with Harvey Korman on it. Now I got one. Looks nice, good quality. All of these came from TeePublic. That's the name of the website, TeePublic. So it's very good quality on there. Not stiff or anything like that. So I feel like that'll be a good one for this year. Our next one was Captain Spaulding from the Rob Zombie movies. House of 1,000 Corpses, Devil's Rejects. I love this character. Sid Haig plays Captain Spaulding, and it's a play off of, I think, what is it? A Night at the Opera. It's a play off of one of Groucho Marx's characters. And this is my favorite quote from the movie when he says he has top secret clown business. So believe it or not, I've been wanting a shirt with Captain Spaulding for a while that said top secret clown business, and this is the first and only one I ever found, so it's mine now. Now the next one is, always wanted a John Candy shirt, and I found this one. Orange Whip, and it's even got oranges for eyes. So If you're a fan of the Blues Brothers, you know John Candy is in the Blues Brothers and has that memorable moment where he looks around all the cops and says, orange whip, orange whip, orange whip. Plus, oranges for eyes. How do you not love that? Even though I love, you know, tons and tons of John Candy movies, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Uncle Buck, Harry Crumb, all that stuff, Great Outdoors, something about this just screamed to me like, hey, that is an awesome shirt, so had to have it. Let's see, our next one. This was also one of my favorites. This one was just, sometimes there's cool mashup stuff that you see, and normally I'm not into the mashups, but this is one of the few mashup shirts that I've ever seen. I was like, I have to have that. It is, if you're a Thriller fan, it's Vincent Price, who does the Thriller rap, and he's actually wearing the Michael Jackson Thriller jacket. Isn't that cool? That, you know, for all the amazing things he did, that's crazy that that will probably be one of the most memorable things because of, you know, how big that song and the album were. He's probably known for that, probably will go down being more known for that with that generation than anything else. Now, I know, even though he loved doing it, he did it for fun, and he always kind of complained later that because of how well the album did, he was kind of mad about the fact that he felt like when the album sold so many copies, he just felt like, hey, I was nice enough to do that for you for a small, you know, small fee, maybe not even a fee, but just because he liked the project. And then when it sold all those records, he just felt like he should have got a little something extra. So I know he did complain about that. He'd say, well, I got a platinum record on my wall from it, but I feel like I should have got some of the money from it too because I made a significant part to the song, which I would have to agree with. The Thriller rap is a pretty significant part to that song. I mean, it takes up, what, a couple of minutes, so I think he probably wasn't wrong in that. So, but really cool shirt. I've almost always had a Vincent Price shirt in my collection, in my closet, since I moved to Hollywood over 20 years, so 25 years ago, and that's the new one. So our next one is, this is a really cool one too. This is a band that does parody music, and they're called Mac Sabbath. They do McDonald's-inspired Black Sabbath parody songs, and I just loved everything about all the characters. Ronald McDonald, everything about him is just so cool. I follow him on Instagram. I've never got to see him live, but I do know that Ozzy knows about him and that Ozzy has seen them perform and has sanctioned them. He's a fan, so pretty cool. Mac Sabbath. I was actually hoping that this would be something that I could wear to meet Rick Nielsen, but just didn't happen. Rick Nielsen's meet and greet was before Christmas, so I didn't get to do it, but really cool shirt. I'm excited to wear that one too. Speaking of Rick Nielsen, I got this awesome Cheap Trick shirt that is Rick Nielsen jumping with his Explorer guitar. He's got the yellow checkered pants, crazy glasses, the hat, the pink guitar. This is kind of a throwback to one of their early 80s tour shirts. I think the early 80s one had kind of all the members, but I just thought it'd be cool just to have a Rick Nielsen shirt, so that's it. And our last one, this was the last one. A lot of you probably have never heard of it, but if you like Jim Varney, you really should check this out. So this is Dr. Otto and the Riddle of the, wait, what's it? Oh, it's got a crazy name. Let me look it up real quick because I want to get this name right if you want to look it up. I actually for years had never heard of this, and then it was recommended on one of the apps that I have. So it's called Dr. Otto and the Riddle of the Gloom Beam. So in this was something by Jim Varney, and it was the same director that did all the Ernest stuff. And in this he plays like a diabolical leader who's trying to take over the world who's grown a hand out of his head. So he's constantly walking around with this hand growing out of his head. Very funny, very interesting, and like I said, if you like Jim Varney and you're curious about how good he was outside of Ernest, because Ernest was a great character, but Jim could do tons of amazing stuff as an actor. That is a really good example of it. So if you've never checked out Dr. Otto, go look up Dr. Otto and the Riddle of the Gloom Beam. I promise you, you will love it. So that being said, that is the last of the shirts that we have, and that was actually 7 shirts, so that was pretty much a bulk of my Christmas. And Katie got me a really amazing gift, which is she got us extremely close tickets to go see Whose Live Is It Anyway, which is the live version of Whose Line Is It Anyway, and it's gonna have Ryan Stiles, Joel Murray, Greg Proops, and some other guy. We don't really know who that 4th guy is, but we love the other 3, so she couldn't have done better. That was a perfect gift for me. We just actually got some fan mail back from Joel Murray, a signature, so I'm even more excited because we might actually get to meet Joel Murray. So once again, Katie can do no wrong. Just want to end this with giving a big shout out to my newest Patreon, Nikki Narrison, and just to thank everyone. I'm not, you know, right now I'm in the mode, the end of the year, kind of spending time with family and kind of enjoying myself. So I don't know how many more vlogs I'll be posting, but I just wish everyone a happy new year. And if you were kind of excited or interested in finding out what it was that I got for Christmas, now you've seen it. Thank you everyone, and we'll see you next time. Have a great night and goodbye.